Whenever you install the WooCommerce plugin on a WordPress website, you will find brand new sections in the settings admin here in the sidebar, and also new sections under existing admin pages such as settings, permalinks. What I want to do now is to just go over all these new pages to basically have a glance of all the things that WooCommerce adds to the admin dashboard, and finally be able to find anything whenever you need to change some settings. So let's start with the very first new section under the admin, which is the WooCommerce section. As you can see, this is already split between orders, coupons, reports, settings, status, and extensions. So if I click on WooCommerce or click on orders, I actually get to the exact same page, which is the shop order page. As you can see, nothing has been placed or nothing has been purchased on my website, and therefore there are no orders here. Then you can go into the coupons section. Now, this section might be invisible. This is if you've disabled the coupons from the settings. So we will see that in a lesson later on when we will talk about coupons. For now, we'll leave it here because this comes by default after you install the WooCommerce plugin. Then you've got the reports, which is a great way to see visually the sales that you've done on your shop, the list of customers, the stock of all your products. It's quite basic, but it goes straight to the point, and you can have an idea of your figures when you're talking about sales and performance. Then the most important section, which is the WooCommerce settings dashboard page. As you can see, the settings itself is divided into 7 tabs, and each one allows you to set up WooCommerce in a different way. And as you can see, and if you remember the previous lesson about the wizard, this is completely different from the wizard itself, and therefore this is why I want you to learn this section and not the wizard, which might of course send you in the wrong direction. You can then go on to the status tab of the WooCommerce plugin, and this is very, very helpful, and we will see this later on in relation to troubleshooting and logging, and it has also some very helpful tools for you to improve the performance or to fix bugs within the WooCommerce setup. Then there is also an extensions, which is basically advertising for WooCommerce itself. If you want to add more plugins or third-party functionalities such as bookings and memberships. Also, as we said, there is a new products section. These products come with the products themselves, with the categories, tags, and attributes, which are called custom post type taxonomies. Okay, so you can click on products and go and see the list of your products, which at the moment we have known. Then you can go to categories and you will see the same exact things, except that we have no categories, but one, which is the default categories for which the count should be 0 in your case. WooCommerce requires, and we will see this in the categories lesson, requires at least one default category in order to work. Same things with tags and attributes. Now, on top of creating 2 brand new sections, WooCommerce also adds a new area under settings, permalinks. In here, you will find, if you scroll down within the optional section, you will find 3 new lines. And in here, you can define, in relation to permalinks, how the URL base works for categories, tags, and attributes. Okay, so these 3 lines were not here before installing WooCommerce, as well as the product permalinks entire section. In here you can define, and once again we will deeply study this in a specific product permalinks section, lesson. And in here, as you can see, you can define exactly how the URL of your products is going to look like. So remember, whenever you go look for WooCommerce things, that they might be under the WooCommerce tab, under the products tab, or under the existing WordPress settings permalinks tab.